In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a weatherproof outlet, and this outlet is weather resistant, GFI protected, and this is also a in-use cover. And if you're new to this channel, my name's Josh. This channel is all about DIY, save a ton of money. So be sure to subscribe, ring that bell so you get a notification every time I release a new video, and hammer that like button for me. That's all I ask in return for making this video. So we got a lot to go over today, so let's get started. And clearly you would make sure the breaker is turned off and verify that the power is off to the circuit before working on it. Now I'm going to show you how to wire up an outdoor receptacle. If you remember from my siding video, this is how I trimmed out the outside and placed the electrical box in the siding. If you want to check out the video, check out the video link top right hand corner of the screen, and I'll show you how I installed all this for the outlets. So first thing I need to do is prepare the in-use cover. So let's get started. When it comes to installing the outside receptacles, I have a couple things about the codes here that I'd like to go over. For one, the receptacle that I'm using has to be weather resistant, and in this case it's tamper resistant and weather resistant. That's what the WR stands for. And also I need to install what's called a in-use weatherproof cover. So this by code has to be installed over the outlet. So with that being said, I'm going to prepare this to house this receptacle. As you can see here, it comes with many face covers here. So the only one I need is this one. And I don't need these screws or this. And this is going to go over the receptacle like so. And in order to place this in here, I need to pop out this back cover. So I'm just going to push it out like that. And then we're just going to take this part and it's going to place right in the back of it coming from the back side. It's going to snap into place. Just like that. So now when we install this, it's going to look like that after it's complete. And also this has to be GFI protected, and if you remember my sub panel video, if you haven't seen that, check out the video link top right hand corner of the screen. But that's where I put a GFI breaker to protect all my receptacles. So this will be protected via GFI, but not with the actual receptacle itself. That outdoor receptacle is on this circuit, and this circuit is on this GFI breaker. And this breaker will protect it just like a GFI outlet would. So this is protecting every outlet on that circuit with GFI. So if you don't have a breaker like this, you would have to use a GFI receptacle to have it outside. But that's why the actual outlet is not GFI itself, but it is protected on the circuit with this breaker. In order to prepare this wire, I'm first going to strip off the sheathing with a utility knife from the outside of it. I'm then going to take my wire strippers and strip off just a little over a ½ inch or so of the sheathing. And this is a 12 wire, so I'm using the number 12 on the wire strippers. I'm then going to take my needle nose and give this a nice hook on the ends of the wires. I'm now going to connect this receptacle to these wires just like we did the ones on the inside. I'm now going to remove the screws out of this receptacle because I'm going to use these to go through the cover to hold it into place. I'm now going to fold these wires back into this box. So I'm just going to get that lined up with the screw holes to hold everything together. I'm now going to take the screws that we removed from this receptacle and place it through the hole here in the back of this weatherproof box, and then place it right through this hole and then into the hole of the electrical box. Got that one started. Now I'm going to get the bottom one started. And now that we have it on here, we just tighten up the screws, and then that foam gasket's going to seal the water from coming in the back of this cover. And as you can see, you got a nice sturdy cover on here. Everything looks really nice and clean. And then to make this in use, just pull this tab out, and then a wire or a cord can come through, plug in while the cover is shut to help keep everything powered while protecting it from the weather. In case you're wondering how the electrical box is installed onto the building before installing the vinyl siding and installing the receptacle, here it is. I'm now going to install the electrical boxes anywhere where I have a light or a receptacle on the outside. And along with this black receptacle box, I also got what's called a universal mounting block. So it's going to be a two-piece setup here. We're first going to install the electrical box, and then we're going to trim around it with the universal mounting block. And the universal mounting block is very simple. It simply has a spot here in which the electrical box will be placed, and it's just a trim kit. So after you install the siding around it, you're going to snap this back over it in order to trim around it. With the CertainTeed universal mounting block, if you open it up, as you can see on the back, we got a square section that's meant for the receptacles, and then a circular section that you would cut out for the lights. So that way you can have a nice cover and you can still use it for both applications. So we're going to install this now. This is the electrical box I'm going to be installing. And if you take the front of it off, as you can see, we got the pass-through clips here. That's what I like to use to secure my wires. And there's also some knockouts as well. And these holes in the back are meant for the spacers that come with the box. And they just slide right into these holes first. And that's going to be a nice little feature to help if the wall's not perfectly flat. It's going to give you a little room there for movement. This is going to be for lights and for receptacles. So this box can be used for both, which is very nice. And then after you get it put together and the wires through, we can put this cover back on. And each side here has these black spacers for the universal mounting block to be spaced correctly around the box. So this is what I'm going to be using for this installation. And I made a video when I was wiring this garage showing these. If you want to check out that video, check out the video link at the top right hand corner of the screen, and I'll walk you through how I wired the garage. In order to install the electrical box, I'm first going to take the cover off, and I'm going to use the pull-through clips here. So I'm going to fish my wire right over that. And obviously, before you install this, you would confirm the power is off to this circuit. And now, with that pushed through all the way, we're tight against the building. And we're going to install a screw right here in the bottom corner to anchor next to the wire first. And we could also use this pull-through clip as well, but it would send my receptacle lower, and I want to keep it at this height. I'm going to use an exterior wood screw in order to secure the box to the building. And again, I'm going to use the spots that are designed for the screws. Now that I got one screw next to the wire, I'm just going to use a level. You can use a torpedo level here, but I just happen to have a 2-foot level with me. We're going to level the box up really well, and that looks good. And now I'm going to place a screw in this opposing corner. Now I'm going to finish off the box by putting a screw in the last 2 corners. I'm now going to take the universal mounting block cover off, and I'm going to fish it over the wire. And now I'm going to mark where I need to cut my house wrap. And you can see right here to here, so we can fish it over this J-block. And I'd like for you to note the black tabs on each side of the electrical box. That's going to space this mounting block appropriately around that electrical box. So if we fish this over, we're going to slide this up under the house wrap like so. And that's going to help give us a nice weatherproof barrier, allow the water to go down the sides. And now with it spaced appropriately, we're going to place a nail in each corner and one on each flat. I'm now going to use flashing tape to flash around the box. And now that our box is flashed, we can replace the box cover like so. And then this trim piece is going to snap over after I place the siding around the J-block like so. And now with that being said, this needs cut out for a receptacle, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we'll snap this on officially once the siding's on. In order to cut this out for a receptacle, if we flip it around, it's going to be this square right here. And again, if it was for a light, it'd be this circular cutout. And with that being said, you can usually use a utility knife, press down in here and cut it out like so. Or you can use an oscillating tool to cut it out. I like the oscillating tool, it just seems to be a little easier for me to do. So I'm going to cut out that square. And now, as you can see, it's going to be the perfect trim piece for the receptacle. If you're wondering why there are so many outdoor receptacles in this area, that's because this is where my outdoor kitchen is going, so be sure to stay tuned for that video. If you'd like to see the video where I rough wired this whole garage, check out this video. It'll help you out.